Next exercise works the relationship between the heart and the low back. The heart in Chinese medicine is really related to the kidneys. The heart representing the fire element in the upper sphere. The kidneys relate to the water element in the lower sphere. They need a positive balance in their relationship. And that's the idea with this exercise, which is more complicated than some of the others. So let's first of all set our bodies up for this exercise. It's going to be a little bit, the legs are going to be extended a little bit more apart with the feet separated just a little bit more. It'll be more comfortable that way. And the knees are just gently flexed. Both my hands are in a gentle fist. One hand being around the level of the heart, the other hand being just slightly under the navel. I'm going to cover what the arms do first, and then we'll mix it with what the legs and the feet do, and the waist does. The hands are going to change position, and then they're going to separate. One hand will be low, one hand high, both palms facing out. And the hands will come back together, facing towards each other, and then they'll change positions. They'll end up here. Okay, they'll be here. Then they change, and at this point, the palms spread open, and the hands separate. They come back to fists, and back to the original position. Let's just take one hand at a time. The hands turn, the hands pass each other as fists, and then let's take the lower hand. It's just going to open up from the shoulder, and the palm spreads out. It's going to be around the area of the hip. So that's pretty easy. Just don't do too much with it. The other hand comes up, and about this level, it starts to rotate out from the shoulder. So there's this rolling motion that happens. And it doesn't happen from the hand, it happens from the shoulder. The hand comes up, and about this point, it starts, this beautiful arc is expressed to the arm, and the palm opens up. Comes up, rotate from the shoulder. Now the hand is out about the corner of the head, with the palm out. Putting them together, the hands pass each other. The lower hand opens up and drops to the hip. The upper hand opens up, rolling from the shoulder, and the palm faces out. Again. And then they switch. So this motion with the arms, in many ways, is expressing that relationship between the heart and the kidneys. Kidney chi being collected by the lower hand, more of the heart energy collected, the fire, the heart energy up in the upper hand, and they're brought together and mixed. Water, kidney in the lower hand, fire, heart in the upper hand, then they mix. Now we want to make this into an exercise that benefits the waist. So for this, we're going to rotate the foot into the direction of the upper hand and slowly shift the weight. This is a pretty minor movement. It might feel like a lot or look like a lot, but I'm turning my waist and pivoting on the heel of my foot, placing my toe and shifting my weight. I want to drop my hip to shift my weight. That way the energy passes down the back of my leg. So I turn the waist, drop the foot, shift the weight. Just like that. I don't do this. I move from the waist. Turn, place the foot, shift the weight. Now you see my knee is just over my foot. Make sure your knee doesn't go too far. That puts too much pressure on the knee. It strains it. So we're just going to go through doing the leg part a few times. I rotate my waist and pivot on my heel, put my foot down, and shift the weight over. To get back, I pull back, lift up the toe, rotate my waist, and place the foot. Again, rotate the waist. I take all my weight off my left foot, rotate the waist, place the foot, shift the weight. My weight comes back to the rear leg, my toe comes up, turn my waist to the front, and shift my weight back. Weight in the back leg, pivot on the heel, place the toe, and shift the weight. This is just a great exercise just to do without the hand motion. It kind of teaches you how to move properly. Shift the weight, turn the waist, place the toe, shift the weight. Shift the weight, lift the toe, rotate the waist, bring the weight back even. You know, important thing with Qigong is we want it to be effortless. So this is sort of like walking, but without any effort. Kind of like walking and meandering, but we don't want it to be effortful at all. And we usually go much slower than I was just going, but really nice and slow. Feeling the weight shift. Weight back. As we shift from leg to leg, we begin to harmonize the two sides of the body. So now we add the hands, which makes this a little more complicated. So I'm going to go to the right first. So I have my right hand under on the lower position. My legs are a little bit wider than shoulder width. I change hands, then I shift my weight to the rear and pivot on my right foot. As I place my foot on the ground and start to shift my weight, that creates this opening. That I pull my weight back, and the hands are again in a fist facing each other. Come back to the center. The hands pass each other. I shift my weight back, and turn the waist, place the foot, open the palms. At this point, check yourself. The weight should be slightly forward. There's still weight in the back. Weight is slightly forward. The forward leg has the forward arm. The back leg has the lower palm. Shift the hands. Shift back. As I start to place my foot and shift my weight, my palms open up, I roll out. This is kind of like I'm opening up a curtain. You can think of it like that. Open the curtain. Pull my weight back. Lift the toe. Hands and fists pointing towards each other as I come back to the center. Hands pass. Turn back. Open the curtain. Shift the weight back. Let's just do it a few times without any words. This exercise will take you a little longer to really feel comfortable with, but it feels really good once you do.